Joining me now is Catholic Congressman Francis Rooney, Republican from Florida, Vice Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee and former U.S. Ambassador to the Holy See. Congressman Rooney, welcome back to our broadcast.
Thank you for having me back on, Lauren.
President Trump just got into a confrontation, a very public one, televised over funding for border security. He's vowing to shut down the government unless he gets funding. And I'm wondering, from your point of view, is this a realistic possibility or is it a negotiating tactic?
Well, it's a lot of high-stakes brinksmanship for sure, and it shows how unfortunately dug in all sides are on the border security and immigration reform debate. I mean, these are serious issues. We have to secure our border. A wall in certain areas is a big part of that. Technology is a big part of that too. I can't answer exactly what dollars ought to go for what part, but I know the border and some of the areas that would be amenable to a wall. But we've also got to reform our immigration system.
Pelosi and Schumer are branding this the Trump showdown for the Christmas season. If there is even a partial shutdown, which party will be hurt more?
Well, I think every time we've been responsible or tagged for shutting the government down, we've suffered. And I think we saw last year Senator Schumer suffered when he did the same thing over a DACA political play. So I think that the president, in offering to take the responsibility for shutting the government down, is taking a risk there.
Recent polling came out from NPR, PBS NewsHour, and Marist. It finds 69% of Americans, however, don't agree with you. They don't consider building a border wall between the U.S. and Mexico to be an immediate priority for Congress. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm not saying that we need to build a complete wall. I'm saying there are areas that I know on the border where there is wall, certainly some of the urban crossings in New Mexico, Arizona, and California, where you could extend the wall out a little bit on either side. Certainly most border crossings, the preponderance of the border crossings occur in the first 40 miles or so west of the Gulf of Mexico. So certainly some fortification along that area. Laredo, Harlingen, Brownsville, et cetera might be in order. But it's a much broader issue than just the wall. It's an issue of border security and reform of immigration.
You're right. Before we go, I just have to ask you, in a look back at the last year, why has this been such a tough thing to accomplish with Republicans in control of both the House and the Senate?
It has been amazingly frustrating. There have been so many deals of combining DACA permission, work permits for more workers, border security and wall, visa and immigration reform, all these different components, E-Verify, et cetera. And there have been different cocktails of different combinations of them served up. And some lose the conservatives in the Freedom Caucus and things like that. Some lose the Democrats and the more moderate Republicans. No one's been able to come up with the secret sauce which can combine enough security-related reform aspects with taking care of the DACA kids and the people that want to come here and work to get across the goal line.
And it doesn't seem like with the Democrats in control of the House, things are going to get any better.
It's pretty frustrating. I mean, you know, the thing is, in 2013, the Senate voted on almost all of the same immigration reform items that were in the President Bush's bill back in 2007. And I don't know why they just can't vote on them right now.
Congressman Francis Rooney, Republican from Florida, we have to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.